I'm Mini Wishes.
And this is the second part of our shopping haul from Walt Disney World. Woo! And this is from our holiday from July. So this is the second part of it.
Would have been 2-3 days ago?
Yeah.
I don't know, my time's messed up.
Yeah, when we filmed this we would have been back 3 days. So we thought we'd start with the Japan Pavilion in Epcot. And I've just got a few sweetie items. We have got the Snacks from Around the World vlog coming up, but these are just extra things that we'd already bought before I started doing that. So this one's a bit of a bizarre one because when I first saw it, it's called fettuccine, I think, but I thought it said fettuccine, which is, and correct me if I'm wrong, fettuccine is a mushroom. So I'm thinking mushroom gummies, so they're going to be very interesting. I'm assuming it's Coca-Cola.
Yeah, because there's a massive cola bottle.
Yeah.
Well,
But
I thought fettuccine was Italian pasta.
I don't know. We're not very big foodies, as you can tell. So, and they were $2.99. So again, we might let you know on the end of the Snacks from Around the World what they taste like, whether they taste like mushroom or pasta or Coca-Cola or all three.
Speaking of Coca-Cola,
Oh yeah. Just as a side note.
oh yeah, I got this from the new Coca-Cola store in
Disney Springs.
Disney Springs, and it has a low arm and a hood.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, them things that are in Harry Potter, Dementors, but a white one.
And Demented, I don't know about Dementor. So I got some Pockies, which are like a little stick of like biscuit, and they're usually covered in chocolate, but these are covered in cookies and cream. So I thought I'd try those. There's no price. I want to say $2.99 again. There's no actual price on them, but I'm sure they were $2.99.
We have something like that in the UK. What's it called?
We do. You can get Pockies in the UK. Is it not?
I don't know, but we do have something. Carry on.
And then these are like, look to me like calcium tubes like we used to have when we were kids, but weren't sweets.
They are, they melt in your mouth. They're really good though. We got some of these last year.
Yeah.
But
There's like maybe a dozen sweets in each packet, so there's,
that's melon.
is it melon? Strawberry, lemon, grape, orange,
And then it starts.
and then it starts again. So there's like little different packets, and they're all like little sweets inside.
They are like, they taste really nice. But
Random ice cream van in the background. Okay.
they taste like they should do, apart from the grape one, because the grape is not nice. But they just like melt in your mouth, and it's really odd. Like, they're nice, but it's odd.
Oh dear. And then the last thing that we've got, I think,
Sweet wise.
yeah, I think these are like marshmallow. And I presume the strawberries, because there's strawberries all over them.
Let's hope the strawberries not mango.
Or some bizarre concoction. The only problem is from buying from obviously the Japanese shop, you can see the ingredients, so you can sort of work out roughly what they're going to be. But of course, unless you can speak Japanese or read Japanese, you've no idea what they are. So you're just taking a lucky guess at what they are by the pictures that are on the front. So these were $3.99, and these were all from Mitsukoshi in the Japan Pavilion
In Epcot.
in Epcot.
Are we doing those or some of these?
You can do some.
Okay, going along with the food theme.
I'll show that one first, because you got that last year, didn't you?
Last year, because my favourite animal is a panda, I got this panda spoon as well as a panda ball, but we couldn't find the panda ball this year. I got this spoon, but the arms are like really flimsy and they both fell off because we kept putting it in the dishwasher.
So we have an armless panda.
It's just this random panda on the top of this spoon with no arms.
So you wanted to get another one, didn't you?
Yeah, all the way through, like leading up to the holidays, all I wanted is a spoon, all I wanted is a spoon, all I wanted is a spoon. So I ended up getting one, and it's like $4.95, which isn't that bad really. So we got one of them, then we went in it again, and then I got two more, but not panda ones. I got a Lucky Cat one that moves its arm, but it doesn't actually move its arm. And then a pink bear. So that's what they look like.
And again, they were both $4.95.
Yeah, those are both the same price, which once again is I'll go with these next. So I got some little bowls.
That little rice bowls out.
Yeah, but I'm going to use them to put ice cream in because I'm lactose intolerant, so I can only have a small amount. So this one was $4.95, and it has a little bunny on, and it's got loads of different characters like animals around the edges. And then that one's a pink one. And this one is a little green one with a panda inside. And then it's got like different panda, like there's a panda face there. And that one was $5.95. Which wasn't really bad for
No. And they are pottery, they're not plastic. They're made of pot, so and it just say microwavable and dishwasher safe.
Good.
Bonus. Always good when it goes in the dishwasher.
Next thing.
So the next thing, again, Rob is a massive Ghibli fan, massive. And last year when we went, he bought the, if you go in Mitsukoshi, there's a Studio Ghibli case in the centre of the store, and on one side it's got sort of all crockery and things like that. And last year when we went, he bought one of the mugs, and sort of over the year we've managed to get so that we've got 6 mugs. I'll take a photograph and insert it here. So this year he wanted the plates. It was very limited actually this year. There wasn't nowhere near as much stock as what they had last year.
Which was kind of disappointing.
Yeah, because that was the only thing that he actually wanted. So that's the first one. So the mugs that we've got, there's 3 different designs, and one of the designs is the same as this one. So it's got the I think it's like again a mushroom that it's holding up. Yeah. And there's a little Totoros all lined up. They are different plates, aren't they?
Yeah.
So that's one, and they're by a company called Noritake. I actually bought Rob 2 more mugs for Christmas.
Why?
And finish his set.
Why else did you have to buy them?
No, that wasn't why I bought the 2.
But why did you have to buy another one though?
He bought one from Japan, from Mitsukoshi last year, and then he bought another one when he got back, and I dropped one of the cups, so I replaced that one. And then how did we end up with 6 then? Did he buy 2
You might
from?
have just ordered some.
I can't remember, but we've got 6 anyway. There's 3 different designs, so we've got 2 sets of 3. So that's one of the plates, and then the other one. Oh no, this is a different design. We haven't got this on a mug. So this has got May and Toro on it. Oh, Satsuki, yeah.
No Satsuki. There's no Satsuki on there. That's May, but there's no Satsuki.
Oh. No, because May's really the main character, isn't she? And Chibi Totoro. Thought when it sounded like you were saying that was Satsuki, and I thought no, it ain't. It's May.
Yeah, it did sound like that, but I was like, there is no Satsuki on there.
And these were $42.95, so $43. I know that might sound a lot to some people for a plate, but I mean, he uses the mugs all the time. Apart from me dropping one, they are very hard wearing. I think he's just planning on displaying these more than anything. But they're such a beautiful design. They're not sort of really cheaply made or anything like that. So they do warrant the money that you pay for them. I think if there'd have been the bigger plates there, I think you would have. It's the only big ones they had were the Ponyo ones, weren't they?
No, they had a bigger Totoro one.
Did they?
Yeah.
Right.
But they did have Ponyo ones. Ponyo's
Yeah.
okay.
You like Ponyo, don't you?
I like Ponyo and mine.
Yeah. So that. Oh no, there's other stuff from
Yes.
Mitsukoshi, isn't there?
Other things from Mitsukoshi. Do you want to show them?
So this again is a Totoro, and he's holding his lucky umbrella. He's got a big smiley face, and that was £24.95. It's cute because the one that Rob's got on his windowsill at the moment in his office is starting to look very dull. So I think he's planning on replacing that.
And these are two Gigi cats, yeah, plushes. And there's one that's laying down and his ears messed up. It's like laying down and it's
Big
really
eyes.
soft, big eyes. And then there's another one where it's standing up.
Yeah, to me that looks more like Gigi.
Yeah, that one looks more like Gigi, but this one's mine. This one's Dad. So this one, the standing up one, was £22.95, and then the laying down one was £18.95. Cute. Okay, gonna do that one.
So this is, and again you'll have to excuse me because I don't really know anything about Whisper of the Heart, but this is it a photo?
Yeah, it's a photo holder.
So it's a photo holder, and it's got the cat from Whisper of the Heart, and
The
it's
main cat,
and
and then
it's-
another cat.
and that was £9.95, and it just holds a photograph because Rob tends to gets the calendars every year, usually either Totoro or Kiki's delivery service, and then when you finish using the calendar they're like a photo holder, so he tends to have a photograph of Alice every year in the photo holder. So that's quite nice.
I got this pen and it is a Hello Kitty. It's not a Ghibli one, and we don't have any more Ghibli ones apart from this. Do you want to open that while I'm talking? This is a Hello Kitty pen, and it has Florida on it, and there's Hello Kitty herself in a alligator costume with a number plate of Florida on it, and that was only $1.50 for a pen, so I don't think that was
She's a bit obsessed with pens. She likes quite a lot of stationery. So,
I do.
and the last thing,
This is mine because last year I got Kiki's Delivery Service fan, and I wanted to put it on my wall, but I wanted another one as well. So I got the Totoro one, and it has firework, and it's just celebrating with different fountains and drinks and goldfish, stuff like that. And then it has my name on the back in Japanese. Look, Mum.
oh, it's got a dust bunny on it. Yeah, she actually, a member of staff actually write.
Cast member.
Cast member will write your name in Japanese on the back of a fan if you ask them.
And then it was $9.95, which isn't that bad.
No, it's not. And it actually works.
It's not a directional one.
We had quite a bit of stuff from the Mitsukoshi store, including the plates, and we didn't really want to be walking around the park with things, so we had them delivered to our room, didn't we?
Well,
So
not to his room. They got sent to the
into the gift shop.
the gift shopping.
But the good thing about it is when you do that, especially with the plates and things like that, they package them really, really well. And to say that Alice only paid $10 for this fan, they packaged it in a cardboard container that kept the whole thing flat. And to me, that that kind of service is really, really good, and it means that we didn't have to worry about sort of when we were bringing it home, it was flat in the case, so there were no issue about it getting bent or broken.
And if you're not staying on site, you can have it sent to the
front of the park.
the front of the park.
So we did that last year, didn't
we? When you've finished in a store, you don't have to like take crockery around if you've bought stuff like this.
Because if you're going on rides, or especially, you know, somewhere like if you're going to Animal Kingdom, for instance, and you're going to go on Cali, you don't want to be carrying anything that's going to get damaged on a ride that's potentially going to have water, or Splash Mountain, or any park really, because whilst we were there, I mean, the storms that we had were quite horrific, so especially at the beginning of the week, so the last thing that you want is to be carrying, like we did when with one of the Starbucks mugs that we've got coming up. They put them in brown paper bags, and of course the rain happened, and literally Alice went to pick it up, and she was like so far away from the ground, unfortunately she was, so the bottom actually fell out of the bag, so the cup fell on the floor, and we all just sort of stopped in mid whatever we were doing, and we were like, was it broken? But luckily, because it was only a short distance, it was fine. But the last thing that you want is to be breaking things like that, so when they've got that service, the only thing about it is depending on how long you're there for, because it takes, like we bought the things from Mitsukoshi midday, say Tuesday, and it didn't get to our hotel while Wednesday dinner time, so it does take like a full day to get there, so depending on how long you've got to stay there, and also when you're leaving, so if it's your last day, for instance, you can't, there's no point in doing it, because it's not going to get back to your hotel in time. So just be aware of that service, and they will ask you when you're leaving Disney property. So, but it is a really good service that they offer. We did it twice, didn't we? We did it in Art of Disney and in Disney Springs, because we got the print and your records, and we did it in Mitsukoshi. So that worked out really well. So speaking of Art of Disney,
show that look.
Alright, the records that we showed earlier, we also had those shipped back to our hotel, but the reason why we did it was we'd already got them, but then there was an artist in Art of Disney in downtown Disney, I'm going to say then, Disney Springs.
Who was really nice, by the way.
Yeah, really fantastic. Talked to us a lot about his artwork, and really sort of friendly and helpful, but as soon as I walked up towards where all these things were, this print caught my eye. Well, it was a canvas.
And he did the same for me, because he had a bigger version of it as well. The actual canvas itself that was up there, it was just one of those things that it drew you straight to it. And this is a print of the canvas. Oh, it shows you.
I know, that's why.
Really sad.
I know. There's but what I didn't realise at the time, the thing that drew me to it, I'll have to do this.
Yeah,
there's like a sparkle of light, and where they got it hung up, there was like sort of just above eye level, and they'd got a light in the ceiling that actually shone towards the print, the canvas that was there, and it looked like it was actually lighting the canvas up. And I think that's what drew it to me, but I started looking at it, and I looked at other things, and then I kept going back to it. But what I didn't realise it's got hidden items in it.
So characters.
Let's see if I can find one.
There's a Cheshire Cat there in the sparkle.
So where the sparkle is, you probably, let's see if I can get it any closer. Where the Cheshire Cat, or where the sparkle is, can you see the Cheshire Cat? There's a hidden Mickey right in the middle, so that's the most obvious. But there's actually 82 hidden items, and I just think that it's such a lovely talking point. There's the characters of Flight Balloon, there's Spaceship Earth, there's a Tree of Life, there's the Eiffel Tower, there's the castle.
There's a bit of Disney Springs down here.
Yeah. So there's bongos. There's can't think what else there is, but there's loads of stuff to see, and every time you look at it you see something different. And I just think, because Disney's changing so much, especially like, the things like the Eiffel Tower and things like that, it's worth having something like this, because we don't go that often. It's nice to sort of have that bit of history as well. And while we were there, he actually signed the print for me. So I thought that was really nice, and he put, what did he put? He put Greg McCulloch, which was the artist, and then he put 2016. So every time we look at that, we'll know that that was when we were on holiday, and I just think it's such a lovely piece of memorabilia. So that was one of my best things that I got whilst we were there.
What about this one?
Oh yeah, I said one of the best.
Okay. I want to show this one
Go on,
because me and Dad, well, you'll see in the last Epcot vlog that we all split up. Me and Dad went off and did
Harry.
yeah, we did Agent P's World Showcase and did a bit of that, and then you went around and did
Snacks Around the World.
Snacks Around the World and did some shows and that,
Yeah.
didn't you? So me and Dad ended up in Germany, and we got Mum a present.
Very nice.
Really good. Has it broken during the flight?
I
No,
don't
it
know.
hasn't. That's good. So it's a coffee mug, a glass one, and it has ER on the front, and it says Walt Disney World, and then on the back we had engraved Heather and July 2016.
So that's another lovely memorabilia from our holiday, and I'm really looking forward to having my first cup of coffee in that, probably tomorrow morning. Now we've done our shopping vlog. But yeah, I love my coffees on the morning, and I like a nice mug, so that's absolutely fantastic.
The mug itself was only $14, which for a glass mug,
Yeah, and it already had the ER on,
yeah,
didn't
it
it?
already had the ER on. So for a glass mug that already had an engraving on it, $14 isn't that bad. And then for each word or date, it was $3. So that in total came up to $20, which is definitely not bad for a glass mug engraved.
Yeah, with personalisation.
Yeah.
Really good price.
So that's the end of part 2.
Oh, we've still got a fair bit to show you. So I think it's probably going to end up being a 3-part vlog.
Maybe 3.
Maybe 4, but we'll see how we go. So,
And for now,
TTFN!